Good morning, laddies. My name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If Zuko Was the Kaiju King? So, basically, I'm saying that the Kaiju King is not the same as Godzilla. So, yeah. But this What If is fusing, or I tried to fuse the What If Deku had a kaiju girlfriend with what if Deku was the gargantuan Leviathan from Subnautica thing. Yeah. Both of them, or the people that were doing those videos, those deserve credit for it. So, yeah. So now I've used both of them together. So Zuko, let's begin. I'm adding Zumi in some of these parts, so yeah. But mostly focus on Zuko at the moment. So stay tuned. the Zuko was born. He had green hair with some fusion of blue. At age of 3, or between Zuko and Zumi were at age of 3. Sorry. They meet, or Zuko meets this girl. Her parents thinks that she's creepy with her quirk. But to Zuko's eyes, it's not a quirk. It's the ability. As she thinks that, or everyone thinks that she's just a monster in disguise. But Zuko walks up to her, sticks his hand out, as he tells her that you're not a monster. On her. And I like you. Let's be friends, okay? As she replies, okay. Because you seem like a nice guy to me. So then, yeah. At age 4, the Zuko and Zumi went to a quack doctor. The quack doctor tells Zumi that she has a quirk. And and then the quirk doctor looks at Zuko and told him that he was quirkless. Yes, and he can never become a hero. So then Inko and Sashi looked at themselves, and after they left the Quark Doctor, they did unthinkable. They threw Zuko into the lake or ocean. Zuko couldn't swim at the time. So he drowned. But not exactly. As Zuko's power, demonic power of his, rolled as it woken up other kaijus, like Leatherback from Pacific Rim. I'm also adding Pacific Rim, so yeah. All those creatures that were like from that Pacific Rim been added. So then his body or his hair color changed to blue. His eyes turned to blue with flaming aura. As the monsters created an air bubble. As he looks at them. As he looks at his palm. The monsters, those humans, have now made an enemy of me. As Zuko looks at them, looks at the above ground. As So, over years have passed. He is strategizing, thinking about how he will, kill them all. He send one by one, two by two kaijus. To eradicate them. But they got bigger robots. As his power grew every second, every minute, or no, every hour, every minute, every second of it. His power grew too fast. As he's ready to kill. But deep down, his love is for her. Yeah. I was gonna there was one that was on the web thing, or web comics. And I'm like, I don't want to be demonetized, so yeah. So I used him. So I used that picture. So then during that time, she got picked on a lot for being a monster, being a freak show. As she tells them that she's not a, or I'm not a monster. As they all blame her for bringing the kaijus up. As in this alternate timeline, they punish the monster quirks, or no, monster ability things by burning them, or yeah, like a witch thing. So, but one day, the monster, or so they had everything ready. Of course, she enters into the, or like her monster form. She goes back into the water, or goes into the water. She swims around, but she feels an aura. Like someone that she knows is there. And when she looked and she saw him, as she knew who he was, Zuko Midoriya, and she transforms back into her human form, she ran up to him and hugged him, as she doesn't want him to leave her again. As he looks at her, hugs her back, telling her, I will make those humans pay for what they were trying to do to you. Okay? So, yeah, then a time skip to, they were at 15 when I did the first time skip. So, time skip to All Might versus All for One. As they hear these big roars, they thought it was her. So they go, so the monster went on a rampage and grabs All for One, throws him around like a little rag doll. And yeah, she transforms back into herself. And so All Might was one that, or actually, he did not know that she was a monster. So she saved his life, putting him away from, as she's worried. As All Might asks, what are you worried about? Just keep your head down and away from where he's gonna come from. Who? All for One? No. the king of the kaijus. As they hear the biggest roar in the world, as the monster came out of the ground, that was like bigger than Mountain Lady. He's his transformation. Bigger than those robots. Yeah. Like, put that one, and that one. All three of those with that one, and Mountain Lady's transformation form. You get, like, yeah. And Jupiter ate that. He's pretty big. As they hear footsteps, boom, 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 boom. As he runs faster, as everyone or news helicopter sees the top of the monster's head, or top of the monster. Hamster. As the monster, or the blue hair thing, had a similar look as the green vines girl, but with like blue flames as the mouth, or comes out of the mouths. As he grabs, or he was right at All for One, and he picks him up. And yeah, he bites All for One's head off because his jaws, like his teeth, are stronger than anything. As he bites down, and like pierce right through his heart and like all that stuff. As he tosses the feet in at the water, as he turns around, looks right at her. As she knows that he loves her more than anyone. So, yeah. So then he starts walking back. Like, home. Or walking back to the water. As military guys are shooting tanks and like rockets at him, he doesn't feel a thing. But Zuko didn't have plans to attack humans properly. So then so he's out in the open, and they released a nuke, like a, yeah, and in right to his like face as he caught it midair, as he ate it, and nothing. As the they tried everything. Like, they even used, like, those weapons. Like those ones. Uns. They even used, like, in the missiles on him. But they swatted them away. Like little annoying flies. As the yeah, so he run or he walks. As he walks into the ocean, as All Might says, "Who was that?" That is that's the kaiju king of the kaijus. Wait, we just witnessed his power. Yes. The because you because all of us or because all of you were um he sees them as or sees you guys as less superior. You know. So then so the character, this girl, I don't know what her name should be. Evelyn, that would be probably her name. Evelyn, in this what if, is more, yeah. So she's not terrified of Zuko, but she's more terrified of people judging her on her appearance. So she tries to hide her, like, those tentacle things to be like normal hair. But Zuko sees right through that. and but he did not exterminate. So yeah. So then he or so she comes with him. So then the Asashi, eh, or actually Inko asked them if to review the footage thing. It's okay. Because she was this alternate timeline, she is like a person that reviews it. So, yeah. So she reviews it as she sees, as she, like, could recognize who that they're dealing with. When she saw it was Zuko, she immediately had tears coming down her face. As the news reporters says, "What's wrong, Inko?" I know who that is. It was my son, Hun Zuko Midoriya. The um, it was Sashi's idea to throw him into the lake or into the ocean or into the sea. Him, because Zuko was quirkless. Okay? And the news company says it was your husband said that? Yes. Hmm. So then the Inko went back home, and the Sashi came back. Inko yelled at Asashi, "It was your idea of trying to get rid of Zuko, like throwing him into the sea and having those critters or creatures consume him. But yeah, it was all your fault." As yeah, we got into a big argument, and as the Urzumi comes home, um, why is this a Sashi man? Well, or why is that man? The well, well, Zuko, well, Zumi, your father and I we both did not want to tell you. When, when you were young, like at age of 4, do you remember when Asashi came up with try to be a brilliant hint one? Yeah. So basically, yeah, Zuko ends up, um, or well, he came up with this idea to throw your son, or no, your brother into the sea to drown him. So then, when Zumi was surprised, and she starts to tear up as she could not believe that they tried to kill her brother. There. And as he, or as she tells him, or tells her that that kaiju king that you saw, yeah, was actually your brother. He came back from the dead with a brand new look. I see. So, yeah. So then the overhaul arc thing, Zuko comes up, beats a snot out of overhaul. But this time, Zumi, or actually, Inko asked Zumi if she sees her brother again, and tell him that he is welcome back into this family. So then so she says, "Zuko, who?" As after he kicked Overhaul's butt, he turns around, looks at her, her only a worthy a person. Only one person can say my name. As Izumi says, we want you back, Zuko. You're our father. He was a fool. Thing. Yeah. So then I'll agree to that. So then her, she ends up, or so, Zuko came, or went to the house, Midoriya's home, and Inko hugs him and apologized is for, yeah. So then he ends up forgave her. So then basically, and so Zuko or is a official title is Kaiju King. But when all, of course, yeah, when Nezu showed up, or he didn't show up at the worst time, per time. How do you feel about being a pro hero? Yeah, I agree with that. You guys will keep aim the villains away, like lock them up and do all the pro hero stuff, and I'll keep kaijus from destroying it. Okay? So it's basically like he's saying, let's have peace treaty between us. Two things. So, yeah. So then they did. So then So then her, like, was afraid to. This is what she was afraid of. If if he says no, and but it was she was gonna be, of course, she swallowed her, like, scared self as she becomes, like, brave, and she walked up to Zuko when he was small or same size as her, and she tells her, or no, tells him that we should go on a date, and she's like, she's afraid of he might say no, but unexpected happened. Yeah. And he said, yeah, let's go on a date. And she's relieved. As Zuko is wondering why. Hey, were you who, like, as she explains that she thought that if she said that to you, or to him, that the he basically, he, or if he said no, oh, yeah. As he says, heck no, you're the only one that I truly trust. And she hugs him. Yeah, so they were dating, and yeah. Then they start calling both of them king and queen of kaijus. Even kaijus are like, yep. So, yeah. So basically, yeah. Then they got married and had a lot of children. Then Zuko, who, yeah, was a full time, like, he who keeps the kaijus at bay, and the plus some of them turn into humans and hangs around with humans all the time. So yeah. Plus some of them actually got married to them. That, yeah. So yeah. So now this is the end of the what if. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications on so you don't miss a beat. Bye.